I was on the way to get my boat wrapped, but my axle flew off. The trailer hit the pavement and things went downhill pretty fast. But by the end of this video, this boat is going to look better than ever. Alright, so today was supposed to be a good day. I was very excited for taking my flats boat over to getting the wrap done. I did everything I had to do. I checked the grease on the trailers. I made sure everything was tied down. Tires had pressure. And unfortunately, things happen. And sometimes they're out of your control. Like this. I want to stress the importance of trailer maintenance and servicing. And mind you, I took this boat over 150 miles on this trailer on its last trip, so I didn't think coming 20 miles was a big deal. But yeah, this is what happened. So this whole thing flew off. I had a tire blowout over there, so that tire's out. Those are brand new tires. This tire is actually fine. So
wish you luck the next time, man. This is one of your projects.
yeah. it was. It's still in one piece, so
Now becomes a bigger project.
yeah, that's it. Break out another 1,000. So that's funny. A viewer of the channel actually recognized me on the side of the road, which is wild. But yeah, look, I'm just grateful that nothing happened. Nobody got hurt, which is good. That's it. You know, shit happens. I have somebody coming to pick up and taking it over to a boatyard, and they're gonna work on it over there. So you'll be here in a little bit. All right, tow truck just got here. I have no jack that disappeared. And we're gonna try to lift this thing up best as we can, so we could drag it up on the tow truck. Yo, nothing happened to the hole, thank God. Little scuffs, and that's it. Listen, thank God nothing happened to anybody. I'm just very fortunate, and I'm fortunate that I had people helping me. So I'm very grateful for Quick Signs. That's where I was gonna do the wrap. And I was a block away from his shop, and I called him, and he came out, called the tow truck for me. He came out and helped me pick up the axle. I didn't film any of that because, I mean, I'm in the moment. I'm trying to get, you know, not get hit by a car. Well, the boat jumped up with the trailer about 3 feet off of the asphalt, and it still hung on by the straps in the back. So shout out to those straps, man. I think those are better boat straps. Shout out to them. Got to give it to them. And shout out to that transom. Who did that transom? I did that transom. It didn't rip off. So I was taking this boat from Miami to Davie, which is about 20 miles, something like that, 30 miles. The last time I towed this trailer, I towed it from Okeechobee, which is the middle of the state, and I think it was like 120 miles or something like that. And the boat, the trailer was on rails. It didn't move. There was no hiccups, no nothing. But what happened, I think, when I was coming off the expressway, I hit a bump. And when I hit the bump, I felt like a hard hit. And then that's when I felt that axle get caught under the boat, and it lifted the boat up a couple feet, and it jumped up, and the axle went, you know, hauling ass across the road. Luckily, nobody was hurt. Nobody was hit, and I'm okay, and the trailer was okay. The trailer actually went sideways, which is nuts. I saw it in my side view mirror. Luckily, there was nobody over there. I mean, I like to see the glass half full, you know. Trying to make the best out of this. It's a crappy situation, but trying to see the good in this if possible. But yeah, I'm just grateful. I'm grateful. So I'm getting to the marina now, where I'm gonna work on the trailer. So now that the trailer is up here on the tow truck, and I can actually inspect it, this cross member here is completely twisted, as you can see there, and this I-beam is twisted as well. So the trailer guy's not going to be able to come out here and fix it. So I cut my losses, and I'm going to have the tow truck driver take it home. We're not going to wrap it today. We're not going to do any of that. So it is what it is. Lesson learned. An expensive one at that, but this sucks. But no, I take full responsibility. It's my fault. So It could be worse. So I don't even know if it's worth fixing this or not. I'm gonna have somebody coming over and looking at it to see if see what we can do. Luckily, there's no damage to the boat except little hits here, a little hit here, and then this will buff. Perfect. So I got myself a trailer. My buddy Forrest actually is gonna lend me this trailer. Came up here to pick up the trailer. He said he would let me borrow, and he also got me a tank I'm gonna use for the Seacraft. I also got some sheets of Nitacor. So let's get back to Miami. All right, we're trying this again. I got Forrest's trailer that he let me borrow, and so far so good. I've been strapping that thing down. I've been doing that for the last 3 hours, and it's hot, so fingers crossed. Headed up to Davie, which is about 40 miles away. Checked the bearings, checked everything this time. Everything looks good, but we'll see. All right, I'm almost at the exact spot where disaster happened last time, so let's see if I get past it. So far, so good. The hatch came up. I don't know if you can see that. Whatever. But this is where it happened. Right here. My axle flew off that direction. Didn't hit anything, thank God. And then at that light, I was able to turn right and drag the trailer that way. And my destination is up here to the left. All right, we got the boat here safe and sound. The trailer actually was very, very good. I checked the hubs when I got here, and they're cold. Everything looks solid. The boat didn't move. It's just really dirty right now. We're gonna start sanding the sides and things and getting it prepped, and you'll see a new boat after this. Finally made it to Quick Signs and Graphics. My buddy Pedro. And we're gonna get this boat wrapped.
Dime, Andy.
All right, so this is the wrap that we're doing. They were actually Pedro was actually able to do the design for me. This is a tarpon scales, and it fades into a whisper gray color. The material that we're using is Avery 1105, okay, which is a marine material that's made for the marine application.
Okay.
And it's got this, if you can see real close, it's got the air release, so you'll never get bubbles in the actual wrap. So this material is actually repositionable, so you can place it on the boat and move it around, and it doesn't stick fully until you apply pressure to the actual substrate.
Ok, entonces vamos para el bote.
I'm gonna leave the rub rail off because I'm gonna paint the top side of this boat. I'm not liking how this is looking, and the wrap is gonna look real nice. I want this boat to look good. You know, I want it to look decent. Facilito. We were struggling with the stickers. Just put some heat on it and it'll come right off. Look how easy that comes off. You don't gotta waste time. Pedro's telling me is that the first thing you gotta do is clean everything with alcohol, especially all this stuff here. See how that's all dirty? Because as they go repositioning the vinyl, it'll pick up some of that dirt. So they want a clean surface up top and on here before they even start. The transom is prepped and it's been cleaned with alcohol. Normally the transom is not wrapped, but because I have the motor off, we got the idea to do the whole transom just to wrap the whole thing and make it look clean. Normally all the wraps are done up until here. They wrap it around up to there. If you want to do the back, they can actually go up to the motor and do the best that they can with covering the back here. We didn't know if the motor was going to be put on the boat yet when we did the wrap, so he did it in 2 pieces for that reason, and they were going to unite them right in the center where you can't tell. So now they're taking off that backing to go ahead and install it. Very easy to work. Yeah, really thin. So one of the things that he was explaining to me is that if you have a lot of oxidation on your boat, the material is not going to stick right and you're going to have a big problem on your hands. So you got to take that oxidation off of the hull before you try to put any type of vinyl on it. Since the side vinyl piece is going to wrap around here, he's placing this piece of tape, knifeless tape, so when he's ready to pull, the whole thing comes off in one clean cut. You don't have to use any razor blades and you don't cut through anything. And that's exactly what I wanted. I wanted that whisper gray to fade out. Before you start pressing this vinyl, you got to make sure that the vinyl is completely stretched and taut before you start squeegeing. You want it to be nice and tight. You got to try to get that vinyl to get the curve of the boat. That's what he's doing here. Right, so now that's ready. You can see the line where the tape is. It's right here, and it goes all the way down there. He's going to pull it off.
Okay. Mahalin na ulit.
Because I have somebody letting me borrow a trailer, I'm looking to work with a trailer company. So anybody that's interested in working with a channel, my information is in the description below. You can write me an email and I'll be happy to talk to you and we can work something out. You get it? So now I got the boat back home. We have to add on the stickers. And the reason why I chose to do this like this is because if I ever decide to sell this boat, the person that buys it, won't have my logo on there, and then you can just, rip it off or whatnot. But it's just a matter of putting it up here where I want it. So let's go ahead and do that. Just by looking at this wrap, I mean, it's just excellent quality. Very, very high definition. I mean, it looks super duper clean. I wanted something subtle that didn't stick out too much, and they delivered exactly what it is that I wanted. This blue and magenta looks awesome. Very Miami style, with my little QR code so you guys can subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't. And I love how it just fades out to that whisper gray color to match the inside of the boat. I mean, the back of the boat is going to look really nice too, because the motor will be here. You won't even be able to see the seam that's on there. Much easier than painting, and it protects the gel coat underneath. So if you guys are looking to get your boat wrap, please call Quick Signs and Graphics. I'm going to put the information down here so you guys can call them, tell them that I sent you so they can give you a special rate. A big shout out to them for making this happy ending, because I finally got to send my boat over and to get it wrapped. They're located in the Davie, Fort Lauderdale area, but they travel. They will work with you. They have designers. This designer, he figured this out in like less than an hour. I think we sat down for 30 minutes. They might even be able to send you a kit for your boat. Reach out to them. I'm going to put the number and their information down here. And now that we got the boat wrapped, next week I'm mounting a new motor on this thing. So you're going to want to stay tuned for that. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.